The entire basketball world was stunned by the death of Dikembe Mutombo, one of a handful of people that we can say was more than just a basketball player. Mutombo was one of the best shot blockers and defenders in NBA history, known for doing his famous finger wag every time he blocked a shot while saying, "Not in my house."
That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house.
Off the court, Mutombo was a global humanitarian and cultural ambassador. His dedication to philanthropy and improving lives, especially in Africa, cemented his legacy as a man of profound impact.
Mutombo was born on June 25, 1966 in Kinshasa, in a large family of 10 children. His father, Samuel, was a school principal, while his mother, Biamba, instilled in him the values of discipline, education, and service to others. The importance of education was deeply ingrained in Mutombo from a young age, and although he showed early promise in basketball, his initial career aspirations were in medicine.
When he was 13, Mutombo started playing basketball and stood out with his height and athleticism. He went to Boboto College in Kinshasa, where he was preparing for his medical career.
In 1987, when he was 21, Mutombo moved to the United States on a USAID scholarship to study at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. At Georgetown, he planned to pursue a career in diplomacy or medicine, even though he spoke no word of English. However, his towering presence and athletic potential caught the attention of legendary Georgetown coach John Thompson, who convinced him to join the basketball team.
Mutombo quickly adapted on the basketball court, playing alongside another great center, Alonzo Mourning, while forming one of the most feared defensive duos in college basketball history. Mutombo was named the Big East Defensive Player of the Year twice in his junior and senior years. Even though he quickly became an NBA prospect, Mutombo did not forget why he came to the States. He served as a summer intern, once for Robert Matsui, a member of the Congress of the United States from California, and once at the World Bank. In 1991, he graduated with bachelor's degrees in linguistics and diplomacy. And then it was time for the NBA.
Mutombo was selected as the 4th overall pick by the Denver Nuggets in the 1991 NBA Draft. The Nuggets ranked last in the NBA in opponent points per game and defensive rating at the time, and Mutombo's shot-blocking ability and defensive skills made an immediate difference. He was selected for the All-Star game in his rookie season and finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting after averaging 16.6 points, 12.3 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game.
In his third year in the league, Mutombo started his stretch of leading the NBA in blocks per game for 3 consecutive seasons. That year, he brought playoff basketball back to Denver, and he led the Nuggets to the first ever comeback of a team from being 2-0 down to win the playoff series. What is even more impressive is that the Nuggets eliminated the top-seeded Seattle Supersonics in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs, which was also never done before. The following season, Mutombo averaged 11 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 4.1 blocks per game and received his first Defensive of the Year award. After 5 seasons with the Nuggets, Mutombo became a free agent and asked for a 10-year contract from the team. Bernie Bickerstaff, then the Nuggets general manager, could not find a way to keep Mutombo in Denver and later said that it was his biggest regret as GM. That 1996 offseason, Mutombo signed a 5-year, $55 million contract with the Atlanta Hawks and averaged around 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks in each season to win the Defensive Player of the Year award in back-to-back years. And in 1998, he was named to the All-Third NBA team. In the 1999-2000 season, Mutombo led the league in rebounds per game, averaging a career-high 14.1. At the February 2001 trade deadline, the Hawks traded Mutombo to the Philadelphia 76ers, along with Roshon McLeod, in exchange for Tony Kukoc, Pepe Sanchez, Nazr Mohammed, and injured center Theo Ratliff. The Sixers, led by Allen Iverson and coached by Larry Brown, were the best team in the East, and Mutombo was the missing piece at the center. That season, he led the league in rebounds and won his fourth and last Defensive Player of the Year award. The Sixers made it to the NBA Finals, where Mutombo went neck-to-neck with Shaquille O'Neal, but the Lakers won the series in 5 games.
Mutombo signed a 4-year, $68 million contract with the Hawks. But after only 1 year, he was traded to the New Jersey Nets in exchange for Keith Van Horn and Todd McCulloch. That season, the Nets made it to the NBA Finals for a second year in a row. But Mutombo was injured most of the time, and the San Antonio Spurs were simply the better team in the Finals series.
Following that season, the Nets bought out Mutombo's contract and he signed with the New York Knicks. He played 65 games for the Knicks, and the most memorable one was against his former team, the Nets. He blocked 10 shots, and the entire Madison Square Garden was waving their fingers.
After only 1 season in New York, the Knicks traded him to Chicago, and the Bulls immediately sent him to Houston. He spent his last 5 seasons in Texas, but never played more than 16 minutes per game. He served as a backup and a mentor to Yao Ming. In 2009, Mutombo was the oldest player in the league and announced his retirement after that year. Unfortunately, he ruptured his quadriceps in the playoffs, and that was the end.
Over the course of his 18-year NBA career, Mutombo would go on to win the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award 4 times, earning a reputation as one of the greatest defenders in basketball history. He retired as the second all-time shot blocker in NBA history, with 3,289 blocks, second only to Hakeem Olajuwon.
He was an 8-time NBA All-Star, made the All-NBA team 3 times, and was named to the NBA All-Defensive Team 6 times. His long storied career is a testament to his perseverance, adaptability, and commitment to the game.
While Mutombo's career on the court is legendary, his work off the court may be his most enduring legacy. Mutombo's heart for humanitarianism, particularly in Africa, stems from his deep-rooted belief in giving back to the community. From the outset of his NBA career, Mutombo made it clear that he intended to use his platform to help improve the lives of those in need.
In 1997, Mutombo established the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation, which aimed to improve health, education, and quality of life in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and other parts of Africa. One of the foundation's most ambitious and significant projects was the construction of the Biamba Marie Mutombo Hospital and Research Center, named in honor of his late mother. The 300-bed facility, located in Kinshasa, opened in 2007 and has provided critical healthcare services to tens of thousands of people who would otherwise have limited access to medical care.
Mutombo's philanthropy didn't stop at healthcare. He was a tireless advocate for education, providing scholarships to African students and supporting initiatives to improve the quality of education across the continent. His foundation has built schools, promoted literacy programs, and supported vocational training to empower future generations.
Beyond his foundation work, Mutombo served as a global ambassador for the NBA, using basketball as a tool for diplomacy and international cooperation. He played a leading role in programs like the NBA's Basketball Without Borders, which aims to promote social change and encourage development through the sport.
Mutombo's life and career were a true example of how sports can be a vehicle for social change. His achievements on the basketball court, from 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards to his pivotal role in historic playoff moments, earned him a place among the all-time greats. But it is his work off the court that has made him a hero to many. Rest in peace, Dikembe.